being a guest good. Readers to talk to you, accept introductions. I'm sorry.
I'm Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. I cannot help but notice you are not in uniform.
Did I say I had one? I think you have the wrong idea about uniform when you're talking about workspace choice. I think you might have the wrong idea about me.
Yes, so it dawns on me. Seems I allowed my excitement to run away with my wits. Been a few seasons since we've had a visitor pass through.
Ship needs repairs. I'm looking for a power regulator.
Only regulator we got is hooked up to the town transformer. Mr. Thompson ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing. I can't let you have our power regulator. But I happen to know of another one. And I happen to know exactly how you may retrieve it without frying yourself in the process.
Let me guess, you want me to do something for you before you help me.
My proposition benefits the both of us. Please, hear me out. There's a power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's mostly abandoned, so all that power is being squandered. Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the botanical district over to us. Once their power's shut down, you can have their regulator and be along on your way.
Why'd you say mostly? Oh my god.
I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but there are people who live there.
Surprise, I never would have guessed.
I am not trying to pull one over on you, friend. You were bound to run into them sooner or later. The people living in the botanical labs, they're deserters, former workers. I need them back at their posts. I need them to come home.
I don't think they think it's home. Yeah, I mean...
Good Lord, no, I don't want you killing anyone, least of all them. My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town. Before you go to the plant, I want you to stop by the botanical lab. Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time her band of deserters came back to town. Adelaide's older than the other deserters. She's dignified, kindly. From what I understand, her camp looks to her for leadership.
What if she doesn't want to come back?
That is not a hypothetical I enjoy entertaining. We need Adelaide back. Nonetheless, I will settle for the return of her followers. We belong to one community, the Spacer's Choice family. If we dissolve into factions, then we will all perish separately. Adelaide will understand that.
Can't make promises.
Of course, I understand completely. Here, let me give you the passcode to the geothermal plant. A sign of good faith for so politely listening to me as I ramble on.
Are you setting off for the Vale? Because I know my way around. I mean, in case you want a guide. I mean, if that's all right with you, Mr. Thompson. Sorry.
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny that she is talented and may prove useful to you.
Companion? Sure, I can use company.
Great! I got my wrenches and diagnosticators and hairpins and engine tape, so I'm all set.
Well, I am glad to hear that. Best of luck to you, and thank you again for your help. It is a lot to ask of a stranger, I know.
Oh? Yay, first companion. CMP new miniature seminar companion. You've gained a companion. There are characters that join you in your adventures and help in a variety of ways. Companions provide combat support. Their skills enhance your skills. They increase your carrying capacity. You can unlock special companion combat abilities with attribution skill. Learn more about companions and Panther Legend. Some people may call you completing another class before it will assist you. You can check your quest log for dependencies.
We better clear out of Mr. Thompson's office before we talk.
You should be following me, right? Yeah. Yeah, because if you look on the top right, see your help and everything.
We better clear out of Mr. Thompson's office before we talk.
What would he do? And X. What are those two?
Hey, ma'am, can we talk? Sorry.
Pennies may have something on her mind. See a thought bubble. Oh. Sorry, I had to look for the thought bubble.
Sorry. You just want to get out of here. And you likely don't want to tag along like me. It's just, Mr. Thompson has his own view on matters, on account of it's his job and what all, but that's not the only side of the tale.
Okay. This is about the deserters, so what's on the side of it? Figures it didn't take on, which is straightforward. Deal with nuisance.
Oh, he ain't a liar. He believes every word he says.
So delusional liar.
He doesn't always get where other folk are talking from. To Mr. Thompson, a person's a gear. It does its job quiet-like. If it squeaks or stutters, it gets replaced. The deserters are decent folk. I knew some of them before they left.
Did you know this enemy? My people, so what? Can't blame your phone to leave. Not got issues. How well did you know?
I don't know anybody well. I mostly listen to them talk, get my head down. There was a boy named Thomas who used to follow me around, asking questions about the stuff I fixed. He was real sweet to me. Not any sort of dissident.
Can't blame anyone for all that.
Life's hard here. Especially for them that don't fit in somewhere. We're one big Spacer's Choice family, but every family's got the one the rest whisper about. Mr. Thompson's aiming to take away their power. They'll have no lights to see, nor heat to cook. They'll be at the mercy of marauders, or worse. I think you should talk to the town's vicar about it. Max, his name is.
Okay. What do we need to talk about? What would I find?
The mission's on the east side of town. You can't miss it, on account of it being the only clean thing.
So east? Suppose it gonna hurt.
Thanks, man. I just think when you gotta make a decision that'll hurt somebody, it's best to think on the right and wrong of it. That's what my dad used to say anyways.
So it's the one on the left over here. That's far. What's that? There's a star on my map.
Sorry, I'll just be a minute.
You had a minute. Next one comes out of your pay.
Ease off the threats, friend. I'm going.
Smoke break.
Boss's orders. We all got quotas to make.
Not Max. Where's Max? Max, are you hiding or are you in the church? I think you're in the church.
I've always felt weird in here. It's too clean.
So he's in here.
Our place in the universe is fixed.
Okay.
Yes, what is it? You're an outsider. Fantastic. Vicar Maximilian de Soto at your service. Or Vicar Max if you're the sort who prefers brevity. And Ms. Holcomb as well. How rare to see you out. And with a complete stranger. Curious.
Just tagging along, Vicar de Soto. Don't mind me.
I so rarely get new people to talk to. Name your poison, anything at all. Spiritual counseling, this season's tossball predictions, the quickest way out of town.
What about you and talk to you? He asks us to do.
But what? I thought you would talk to him.
You wanted to speak to me, Ms. Holcomb? Every time I've tried to engage you in conversation, you look at the floor, answer in single words, and slink away. I can't imagine what would be so grave as to drive her to my mission. What has Mr. Thompson asked you to do?
Fire disorders.
Depriving them of safety from the marauders and wildlife. I can see why that troubles you. Miss Holcomb has a soft heart. Always has, if you believe the talk.
When you rise, you think of the group.
Assuming your goal is to save as many as possible, then you should bring everyone together. Send the power to Edgewater and convince the deserters to return to the fold.
Is it even possible?
Not if things are left to stand as they are. If you don't mind a bit of unsolicited advice, be cautious on your way to the geothermal plant. It is not as safe as you might assume.
What does everyone assume you don't know about the marauders? Why is that? I've been outside and unimpressed. Heal myself better than a car.
The marauders I met when I ventured outside the walls might agree with you. Bastards snuck up on me while I was dutifully hunting for a banned book in a collector's library. Barely escaped with my life. But you see, one of the reasons I transferred here was to get my hands on that heretical text. If you managed to acquire it for me, I'd pay quite a handsome sum for the book.
Would record me surveyed.
It's a handwritten journal. A faded blue cover with the name M. Bakonu handwritten in the lower corner. I'll mark where I saw it on your map. Assuming you're serious?
Sure. For the book.
Thank you. If you retrieve it, you can always find me here.
Been up to you for a while. I will at some point, hopefully. If I remember. Could just forget altogether. Off we go, let's hit the walls. Unless there's a cutscene, basic worker needs. Yes, Saltoon. Samtoon. Corporation shown together in foreign housing, holding corporation by rights housing system. Housing alone? I don't know how to say that name. Oh, we're going far. I didn't expect to be going this far. Did you know how far we were going? My good. Wait, where is it? It's gone. What? Is there gonna be something as bad as Deathclaw? The running really doesn't feel fast at all. It's annoying. So, I'm assuming you got a weapon. If you don't got a weapon, I feel really bad for you. Did not mean to open that, but I did. They're not just fast spinning icon like that. Assault rifle. Take a freaking assault rifle. My goodness. Did you set off that one? I'd set off that one. Wait, sorry. Companion quest. Oh yeah, alright. So you don't have a gun. That sucks. I'm out of ammo for that. Do need more ammo for this. Most of them running out light ammo. Going that way.
Yeah, huh?
Oh. I meant something earlier on. I really just want to get with the gun.
You mean about the mission being too clean?
Isn't it supposed to be clean? It's church.
I know, but Vicker says the universe is a machine, and it runs by law. Real machines have gunked up oil, scratches, and worn bits. You can tell they've seen handling, been used by folk. The machine Vicker sees is one ain't never been run. It's not for people to live in. It's something on a museum shelf, under glass.
The mechanic when a machine, it's an fiction. It's an ideal, not what we live in, but what we strive for. Then why'd you want to talk to him? Never been much religion.
I think there's something higher and greater than us. But I don't feel it when I'm in the mission.
Can I trade with you?
Something you need?
Guess not. So I want to give her an actual weapon. Still only 6. Fifteen. Same. $6.57. For now, do it like this. Actually, I got the ammo that was loading in guns, didn't I? Not like yours, your character. I like hiding stuff. Or at least trying. What was that? No. bypass. The hardest difficulty, the only way to save is to sleep. So that's why there's messy beds everywhere. I don't know if you asked me, but it was the hardest difficulty. That scared me. Wait, gotta quickly do this. 10? So I'm about to talk to someone. Let's do a bunch of that. Race run.
I don't know you.
1 minute.
Whatever you're looking for, it ain't here. Move along.
I'm looking for Adelaide. Adelaide.
Answers, huh? You must be one of those philosophicals. Already got ourselves one of those.
Too bad. Red reads to tell me how from work we sitting out in the wilderness.
Yeah, that's us. And you can tell Thompson we're doing just fine by ourselves. If you're gonna start wandering around my camp, know that I got my sights on ya.
It's fine. We're gonna find Adelaide.
Over in the hothouse, tending crop. Enough with the questions. No offense, but I've got a lot on my mind.
Well, I got our problems. I just got shot in space. You and me both trying to figure out how to murder my ship.
Well, look at you, buzzing around the aether with your very own ship. Rest of us gotta make do with the ground at our feet. No, I'm sorry. That was unworthy of me. Lady named Zoe went missing some nights ago. Just up and vanished without a trace. Now I'm pacing around wondering if marauders got to her.
Keep my eye. I'll keep an eye out.
It's not like Zoe to go wandering. Figured she might be out scavenging, but that ain't exactly her talent. Can't imagine where she's gone. Vale's a wide place. She could be anywhere.
Us murders on it. Hurts of the alone places. Don't worry about how fun.
Appreciate it. Honest.
Got questions?
I'll tell you what I can.
Where she might be hiding.
Vex me. If she told anybody, they ain't telling me. I'd check her room, but I got yelled at for snooping once already.
Snooped around?
Little ways ago. She was always obsessing over her serial dramas. Wanted to see what the fuss was about.
Monitors took away?
Could be. Dangers aplenty out there. No telling why marauders would steal somebody like Zoe. Got no useful skill as far as I could tell.
Put me somewhere?
Marauder gang just moved into the districts a little ways east. Their numbers are growing. Gotta come from somewhere.
How long do you know?
Well enough to know we never got on. Zoe and Stefan were close. If anybody knows the workings of her mind, he does.
Seems so personable. Can't imagine how you get on with her.
She was lazy and thoughtless, but she's still one of our own.
Okay.
What is it?
Nothing. Anyway guys, that'll be it for this video. Guys, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to subscribe for more guys, makes me know whenever more of them. Bye guys.